I've been making Minecraft content for about 4 years now, and I've gotten close to 100,000 views and 3,000 subs across my 2 channels. In this video, I'm gonna show you everything I know about YouTube, from giving you some amazing assets I use, to explaining how to make thumbnails and edit videos, ultimately teaching you how to become a Minecraft YouTuber. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, we have Minecraft Icons, which is a really cool website where you can just put any item you want. So I'm just gonna put a maze, and then you can literally see here a full high quality picture of a maze and literally every single item in game. Second is the Minecraft Creator Save playlist. So this is a playlist with over 650 songs which you can put freely in your videos without the worry of being copyrighted. I find myself to use at least one song from this playlist every video I post, just because, of course, first of all, it's copyright free, and second of all, a lot of these tracks are just really good. So I definitely just recommend using this. And if you want to download these songs, you can just go over to this website, the Spotify downloader, and just put your link in and just get the track. Third of all is this website, Minecraft Titles, where you can find loads of Minecraft fonts and also a lot of Minecraft logos. Like, you can just see how many Minecraft logos they have. So yeah, it's safe to say this is really useful. Next, we have a Discord server, which I'm just gonna say I'm not sponsored by them, but I just really find this server very useful. There are a lot of public assets that people post like every day, and also tutorials and a lot of other stuff, so I really recommend this server. Yeah. And finally, I decided to put all my Minecraft mods and all my resource packs and all my shitter packs into one folder for you guys to have. There are over 120 files in here, and these literally are the exact copies of what I use in my Minecraft instance. So if you've ever wondered what shitter packs or texture packs or mods I use, all of these are linked down below. First off, we have this website, which basically what it does, you put your Minecraft username here. This is mine, and then we get all these options and also a fully customizable one to do like whatever you want of a Minecraft skin. So this is really useful if you want a certain pose or anything. And also, like, these heads are really useful for like POV shots in a video where we have multiple POVs, differentiate them. I use these a lot. Second of all, we have Minecraft icons, and you can literally search any item. So I'm just gonna say Totem of Undying, and you can just grab it. It's a full high-res picture of it, so you can just type in literally any item in Minecraft and you'll just have it. So this is really useful for like animations and just grabbing items. If you don't want to just go search on Google for the highest res ones, these are the highest res ones. Third of all, we have this, which I showed off in my thumbnail video, but I'm going to show it here too. What it does, let's just put a random thumbnail. For example, this, right? Let's just put any title: Becoming Invincible in Bed Wars. And right here, you see, you have all of these options to see how it will look on YouTube, and I use this all the time to visualize it, like how it will look when making thumbnails and titles. And you can toggle on dark mode if you want, and you can also just change these by literally doing this and inspect elementing them, and you can change the name, the views, the hour. So this is really useful. All right, next we have Blockbench, which is pretty advanced actually, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with this, but what I'm gonna focus on here is the Minecraft title. So you just gotta go here, and you can choose from a lot of fonts. I'm just gonna use this one, and let's just say Pqtrick. Next, you can choose from a lot of stuff here. I'm just gonna choose Trails and Tales. Next, let's just do this, and you can literally customize it so much. And basically, you have a Minecraft like title SMP type typeface, and it's literally so easy to do. I just did it in like 2 minutes, and it's all customizable. You can like, there's every single letter, like you can take it out of here if you want, move it up or down. So this is really useful for making SMP logos and literally any like typeface you want to show in your video. So this is really useful. Then we have this Text Studio, which I used to use in my thumbnails. I don't really anymore because I just grab the font and put it in like Photo-P. But if you're too lazy to do that, here's a pretty good website. Like, there's a lot of fonts here, and you can literally add your own. But let's say we want the Minecraft font. So this is a Minecraft font. You can go over here to styles, and I would stop the gradient and the filling pattern. Also make the background transparent, and you can literally type anything you want and change it to any font you want, and like customize the outlines and everything. Once you're done, you can just go to download and just press PNG, and you have it. And last but not least, we have this: create your own Minecraft achievement. So you basically put your any text here and choose any icon, pig, and you literally make a Minecraft achievement like thing. So this is really useful for thumbnails. For example, I use it in one of my thumbnails, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really customizable. You can use it for anything. Oh, and also one last website is NameMC, where you can just literally find any skin you want. Just put the username in, and yeah, you can download the skin from here. Also, you can just put this in any position and then just save the photo as in here. Probably most of you already know this website, but I just wanted to include it real quick in case some of you don't. So first of all, you have to have a mod loader. I use MultiMC. If you want to use another one, you can. So just go ahead and download it from over here. The link, of course, is in the description, and everything here is free. Then after it has downloaded, you should have this. Of course, you'll not have all these instances that I have. You're gonna start fresh. But before I show you how to create a Minecraft instance, I want to show you Fabulously Optimized. This is the best mod pack right now. Basically, just improve your FPS drastically and just includes quality of life mods. So I truly recommend this mod pack. I use it every day. So there's two ways you can install this: from the website or directly from the launcher. So I'm gonna do the latter. Let's go over here to Adds Instance, go over here to Modrinth, and for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be using 1.21. But if you're watching this in the future, you can just check the version you want it for. So we're gonna go over here and click 600 beta 6. This is the latest beta for 1.21, which we're gonna be using today. Click OK, and if you click here to view mods, you can already see that we have a lot of mods, but we still have a couple that I want to add. So just go over here to view folder, just have it open, and the next mod I want to show you is Essential Mod. So what this mod basically does is allows you to play with friends without making any server, just from Minecraft. So you basically can turn any of your single player worlds and play with friends on them. So we're just gonna click on 1.21 Fabric over here and install it. After it's installed, you can just go ahead and drop it in here. The next mod is FreeCam. Okay, so what this mod does is basically by pressing F4 or whatever keybind you have it set to, you kind of have like a free camera that you can just move around with, and your character stays there, but you can just move around wherever you want to. So yeah, I use this all the time. It's really useful for like shots or just making thumbnails on the get-go. Like, you don't even have to go into replay mod. You can just take a screenshot from here, you know. Next mod is Flashback. Now, if you're familiar with a replay mod, this is basically that, but just way better. So quickly, by just joining into a world, you can just go ahead and press escape and press start recording. Now you can just move around a little bit and then press finish recording and save replay. Then go ahead and save the quick title, press here the flashback icon, and load up your replay. And boom, here we are, a better replay mod. This is mostly used for like cinematic shots, but I'm not gonna go in depth here because I'm gonna make a video specifically on this mod, and I'm gonna link it in the description once it's done. So the next mod is Free Look. So what this mod does, when you press the key you have set it to, I set it to control, you can freely look around. Of course, if you want to find how to activate it, you can just go over to keybinds, search for Free Look, and then set your key. You can do this for every mod. And the last mod is Simple Voice Chat. This is a game changer for video recordings. So like, you don't have to use Discord anymore and deal with all the delay and lag. You can just use this mod, and it's like really useful. So just download this, press your key, you can go over here and set a group. So I'm just gonna create a group, and then basically you can see in the top and bottom left I have my face and a mic icon, and this means I'm talking right now. And like, a lot of people can join your group and basically just talk, but this is also proximity voice chat. So if you don't make a group, if you find somebody, you will be able to talk to them in proximity. So yeah, this is really useful. And the last thing I want to show you, one of the mods included in the fabulously optimized mod pack, is FabriShot. And what this mod does, it says right here, take 4K screenshots with F9. Normally Minecraft screenshots are like 720p or 180p, I don't know exactly, but this mod just bypasses that and allows you to get 4K screenshots for thumbnails or whatever you're doing. Literally all you need is this mod, the flashback mod, and the Minecraft launcher. I use Prism launcher. You can use whatever you want, but this is what I prefer. Make sure to download the mod in your version. If you want a mod that's compatible with earlier versions, you should choose Replay mod. It's also really good, and it supports like almost every version. But for today's video, I'm gonna use flashback mod. So once you've downloaded it, go ahead and drop it in the mods folder and launch the game. So now that the game has launched, you can choose either single player or multiplayer to record your gameplay. Okay, so now I'm in the game, and whenever you're ready, just press start recording and then just do whatever you want. I'm just gonna run around a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Then once you're done, press finish recording and save your replay. Then save and quit the title, go over to the flashback icon and open replay. So here's what you recorded. Here are all the settings and here's the timeline. And it's literally just like an editing timeline inside Minecraft, which is crazy. Okay, so first of all, we have chat, which will render the chat. For this video, I'm going to turn it off. Then you have the boss bar. So like whenever you're in the end or anything, it will show title text, which is basically like the splash text you put in like adventure maps. I'm also going to have it off. Then you have the scoreboard, which is like the thing here in Bed Wars that shows like the stats of the game. So I'm going to have that off as well. And the action bar is basically the text here that says like there are monsters nearby, you can't be sleeping. So all of these are going to be off because this is going to be a cinematic video, so no GUI. Then you have the world. Render blocks basically unrenders all the blocks. This is really useful if you want like only your character. Then render entities basically removes all entities besides the player. Then render players just removes the player. Render particles removes the particles, obviously. Render sky makes it green screen, and once you've done this, boom, now it's a green screen environment. And then render name tags will just remove the name tag, and I'm gonna keep it like that. Then override fog just gives you control of the fog, and this is like really useful if you're trying to make like scary content. You don't have to do it in game, you can just override it here. Then the FOV, you could just zoom in or out as much as you want. I prefer to do it here, but you can do it there as well. Then override time. This is really useful if you want to make like a night shot, even though it wasn't night, so you can just change it, but I'm gonna turn it off for this. Then camera shake will make the camera shake between sequences, and same with the camera roll. I'll show you later. The rule of thirds guide is this. Then the center guide is basically just the center, and you can use this with the thirds guide, and yeah, this is really useful. And the camera path, of course, I'll show you later. Here you can choose the aspect ratio. You can change it. This is 16:9, but you can make it like square if you want to make shorts. This is really useful, but I'm just gonna keep it 16:9. Next is hide. This is just F1, so it's the same thing if you just press it on your key. And then here's the player list. If you have multiple players, you can teleport them or just hide them. This is really useful if you've like lost your character. Cool, so now we're done with all of these settings. We're just gonna tackle everything that's here. You can skip backwards, slow down, start replay, fast forward, or skip forward. And then add element. Boom. We have camera, camera orbit, camera shake, FOV, speed, time lapse, and time of day. First off, we have camera, which is like the base thing you're gonna be using. Press here plus. Then this adds a camera. You can see this is the camera. This is our point of view. This is what camera path does. If you disable it, you will not be able to look at that anymore. So I'm just gonna start the replay. You can see we've teleported the camera. Now we're over there. So let's say I want to do this. Boom, we're over here now, and I'm gonna add another camera keyframe. Then start the replay again. Go here, add another one. Go over here, add another one. You can add as many as you want. And then before this go jumps, add camera, and I'm just gonna end it off like that. If you right click, you can remove them, change the type. I'm gonna leave it as smooth, but you can choose linear, ease in, ease out, and all of these are just like different types of animations. And hold basically is just a cut. So instead of doing animation, it just cuts directly to the camera. These are the exact positions of the keyframes, but you don't really need to know these. And the tick is basically the time this mod uses for its timeline. We're gonna go to our first one, press I. That means everything that I'm gonna export will start from this place rather than the beginning. And let's say I wanted to end it here, I could press O and it will only render out to here, but I'm not gonna do that because I want to render the end as well. So I'm just gonna press O here. So what if I turn on camera shake? The camera will shake a little bit. It's not very noticeable right now, but if I turn it up a lot and do it again, you can definitely tell. And a camera roll is like rotating it. By the way, to zoom in and out of the timeline, you can just scroll, and this will make it easier to see exactly where you want to put your keyframes. The camera shake, let's say I want to add it and set the frequency to 5 and to 1. I'm adding it, then I press here again, and then set the frequency to 1 and amplitude to 0.5. That means it's gonna start off really high, boom, and then slowly slow it down. What about the FOV? Let's do it again. Let's add 30 FOV, and let's say I want 60 FOV once we get here. Then we can see it changes the FOV. And then if we want it back to 30, we can put another one here and make it 30. And now we can see slowly goes to 60, then to 30 again. As clean as that. What if you want to change the speed? Press here at like 3 times speed, and then go over here and put 0.5, then go over here and put 1. Now the speed will change. Fast, slower, boom, it's in slow motion right now, then slowly to normal speed. Before time lapse, I'm gonna tackle time of day. You can just add the normal time, and then by the end of the video, let's say I want it to be dark, you can check what time is by going on your override time and like see what you want it to. So let's say 20,000. Time of day 20,000. 1000 and add. And now you can see the duration of this video, it will turn dark. And the last one is a time lapse. Let's say I want a time lapse between these two frames over here. Add a time lapse. And let's say I want to speed this up to 5 seconds. So take whatever I did in here and then speed it up 5 seconds. Everything. Let's say this is your final video. You're happy with it. Go over to here, export, choose a resolution. I recommend 1080p. Here's gonna be the start and end tick, which are the I and O, the in and out points we set to. The frame rate, which is probably 60. Don't mess with these. MP4 is always recommended. Also, don't mess with these. I recommend to use the maximum bitrate because it just makes the quality better. And of course, you can record audio. And yeah, we can choose here what we want. I'm just gonna leave it to AAC, and the audio source is the camera. And then you can press start export and choose wherever you want it to export. I'm gonna choose here, and now you can see it is exporting and it's showing the camera path right here and how much time is remaining. All of that. Boom, it's done. And this is your video that you made. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that over here, you can choose whatever resource pack you want inside of this. And also the most important thing, shader packs. You can choose whatever shader pack you want. Just search online for like any shaders that you like. I really like these ones, complementary shaders. So let's see what that looks right now with shaders. Look, it's way better. I forgot a couple things to show you. First of all is camera orbit. Let's say this is the default one. I'll go over here and then change the distance to say like 200 and 100. All right. And then we'll see that it makes like an orbit around the player, which is like really cool. You can move keyframes like this. So now it will do it faster, or it can do it slower. And you can also right click the player and look at them, spectate, or like set audio source. You can spectate, and to get out of it you can just press shift, boom. And also if you want to take a screenshot, you can just press F1 and just take a screenshot really easily from here. There's like a lot more stuff you can do in this mod that I didn't show you, and like shortcuts and tips and tricks you can use to speed up your workflow, but I kind of tried to explain most of it. A really good video on this mod is MogSwamp's video, and I'm gonna link that down below as well. So all you need is this mod, the flashback mod, and just go over here to download, select your version. I'm gonna choose 1.21 and then just download it. Once it's downloaded, you just gotta open your mod loader, whatever it is. I use MultiMC, but you can literally use the Minecraft launcher or anything else. Go over to the Minecraft folder, go over to mods, and just drag it in over here. I already have it, so I don't need to do that. Then once you've loaded in Minecraft, you can just create a new world. Literally all you have to do is press start recording, do whatever you want to do in the video. So I'm just gonna punch my fist a little bit and jump maybe, and then when you're done, just press finish recording, and you can just name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it thumbnail. Save replay. Go over here to this flashback icon and just open your replay. Okay, so now that you've loaded into the mod, you can see a timeline here and all of these information. First off, press escape, options, and go turn your FOV over to 30. This will make it just way cleaner. Then go over here to render name tags and disable it. And this is the most important part. Render sky off, and then render entities, blocks, particles, everything off. And now you're just gonna be left with render players. And now you can see you have a whole green screen and just your player over here. And once you press play, you can see whatever you're doing, it's in this green screen environment. So this is the easiest that has ever been to make a Minecraft green screen. It literally takes a couple clicks. So if you just want to take a screenshot for like a thumbnail or anything, you can just press F1 and then you're over here and just you can take the screenshot. That's it. All right, but what if you're on a video? All you need to do is find your position that you want, go over here to camera, press plus, and then go over to the end and press plus again, and then you're done. After that, you can just go to export. So what I usually do is just press here to use maximum bitrate and just press start export. Then you can choose wherever you wanted to save. So I'm just gonna choose here, save, and now you can see it's exporting and it's done. Just like that, you have made a green screen video. But what if you want to edit the footage? Just go over here to import, find your video, and then find another video that you want to put this on top of. I'm just gonna use a stock video for this just to give an example, but you can use whatever you want. So let's say I want these clouds over here. Just go to the footage you recorded and drag it over here. Then you have to go to remove background, chroma key, color picker, and then press here. Boom. And now you can see the background is removed, but there's a bit of spilling, like a bit of green around it, and you can just mess with the intensity here till it looks quite right. Boom. And now you have your video. All you got to do is press export, choose where you want it to export. So I'm just going to choose here and just press this button and you're all done. So for starters, I use OBS Studio and CapCut to edit. OBS Studio Studio is like the best recording and streaming software ever, so I really recommend this. And then CapCut is not really like a professional program, but I like to use it because it's really easy to use and intuitive, and I don't really need anything more professional for what I'm doing. So just open CapCut and again create project. I have a video on my desktop which is a test subject that we're gonna be editing today. So this might look a bit intimidating at first, but it's actually pretty simple. This is your media pool right here, and you're gonna have to drag that down here to your timeline. And basically the first thing I do is basically just cut out the awkward pauses and where I mess up what I'm saying, and also just make sure you're having good pacing, because good pacing can make or break a video. Also, a quick tip, you can see here the audio forms. You can use these to cut. I use that tip a lot and it's very useful. Let's see where I have to start. You can see right here, and you just click here, split, and you just delete whatever was behind it. Usually I do this with the end too at first because I just like to have it like that. Boom. So now I have a 17-second clip to work with. Let's actually cut it down. So you can see that was 17 seconds and I cut it down to like 10 seconds. You don't have to cut every single silence out. Some can be used for like comedy reasons, and that's why I kept it here. But let's start with music. I usually like to put music first, and I have like a music folder. You can find music easily on YouTube. For example, Tommy and its playlist of music is really helpful. I'll link that below. And also you can easily just find sound effects of what you want by just searching it on YouTube. If you want like a Minecraft button sound effect, you just search it up and you download it. The best downloader from like YouTube I found is this 4K video downloader, and I'm gonna link that below as well. So yeah, let's just find a song that I like. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good song, and we'll just put it right here and then drag it in and then cut the start. I usually cut it to about minus 25 decibels. I find like that's a good audio level. And here for comedic effect, I'm just gonna cut the audio abruptly. So this looks already like a video, and some people really just leave it like that, like just cuts in music, but I'm not one of those people. I usually add some sort of text, and I'm gonna show you how I do two different type of texts, first of which is subtitles. So just go here to text and then drag this in. I usually put it to around 10 and then just drag it down and make sure it's in the middle. Then you just find a font that you like. Really good font in my opinion is Rubik, so I'm gonna use that, but you should definitely find your own font that you like. And then you can go down here and select stroke. I usually put it to around like 30. For this is just your preference, and this is my preference, but you can do whatever you want really. And then you can just press save as preset, save it as a preset. But yeah, let's see what I'm saying in the first few seconds, and we're just gonna type that in. Hello and welcome to another. I think we're just gonna have to say hello and welcome. Basically you just cut it and then repeat the same thing, but it kind of looks dull right now because it doesn't have any animation. So I'm going to show you what animation a lot of people use. Of course you can use the preset ones here. I think there's a pretty good one named mini zoom or something, and then I put it at 0 to 2 seconds. This is pretty good, but I'm going to show you one with keyframes. So just go here, transform, and go 5 frames, 1 2 3 4 5 with your arrow key, right arrow key, and then go back to your first one and put the scale to 90. And then what I have to do is go right click and then show keyframe animation, press here, and then go right here and put graphs and put ease out 3. So now it's a smooth animation. So you just copy it, paste it, and then just say what I'm saying. So just repeat this for the rest of your video if you want. I'm gonna do that right now. For example, here I'm saying and. I can put multiple ands and then make like an animation. See, this is pretty cool. Editing is all about creativity and what you feel. You don't have to like copy a set of rules, you know. Yeah, so basically I finished subtitling it. This is what it looks like. Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're just gonna punch the air and just like pretend we're doing a video for this video. Right. One thing I like to do in each of my videos, and this is my style, but you can do it as well, is like put an animation at the start. You can put like a fade, a mini zoom. I used to use that, but now I use one called Sha-An or something. Of course, you don't have to copy what I do. This is just like mine. You can find your own animation that you like. See, I really like that animation at the start. You can go over here. I mean, CapCut has a lot of like preset sound effects. You don't really need to get any. You can just search for like a whoosh, and then I will give you whoosh sounds for free. A lot of this is trial and error and just finding the one that you like, but this one is actually pretty good. And I'll just cut it from the start. Feel free to zoom in to be more precise. It's a good tip as well. And then I usually put my sound effects at around -20. Please don't be too loud in your videos. It'll make somebody just turn off the video instantly. I also said I want to show you one other text trick that I do instead of the subtitles. Is go over here, get a text, default text, right? Again, you can style it however you want. I'm just gonna use my preset for this so I can make it faster. And basically what I say here, punch the air. I can, for example, delete this, punch the air, and put this like here. And basically what I do is this. I get this and then copy and paste it. And basically the first word, punch, put it here, right over it. When I say punch, right here. And then I say the air. I copy it, paste it, and say the. Then you delete the original one, grab all of this, cut it down to here, and then we have this. Punch the air. I mean, I use this text effect a lot. You can also go to animation and go to loop, and you have like ink print, color glitch. You can just, you know, like mess around and find what you like. But I'm just gonna leave it like that. And one more thing I like doing is zooming. So let's find a place we can zoom here. And for example, we can go to here, transform, right? Scale, and then put a keyframe, and then put a keyframe here and grab it down like 90, and you have this effect, right? And you can go again to show keyframe animation, pressing here auto curve. So now you have like a smooth animation. But there's one more thing I like to do in my videos. It put keyframes, right? Now let's say we want to focus on that chest. 1 2 3 4 5. Boom. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. And just keep putting it in the middle. And this just does like a cool effect, like basically just locking it in to that. And I use this quite a lot. Of course, if you want to be more precise, you can put more keyframes, but I think that's fine. Now we have this ending, and I usually put like an outro for like the end screen card, which is 5 seconds if you want the shortest. Let's zoom in, so why not? Keyframe animation again, go here, and then boom, auto curve. Now you have a zoom. When I say right, I want to just cut it, so I'm going to extract the audio and then just have a black screen. And for example, this is my preset for Comic Sans. I usually put this at the end of my video, just like a funny thing, and you can like make it longer. Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're just gonna punch the air and just like pretend we're doing a video for this video. Right, but whatever. This is basically the basis of editing: putting music, putting sound effects wherever you feel like it, subtitles, and like different text stuff, and then effects, zooms. But again, don't copy exactly what I do. Editing is all about like creativity and putting your own spin into it and making your own style.
So obviously all you need for this tutorial is to have some sort of footage and CapCut PC. Go ahead to create project, then drag your footage in, then put it in the timeline, and now we can start subtitling. First thing I do here is go to audio waveform size and put it to 60. This way you can see the audio forms better, and this will help you majorly with the subtitling. Next, go over here to text and then drag this in. You can choose whatever font you like, but my font is Arial Bold. You can then also go down and customize it with a stroke, a background. I'm just gonna choose shadow. If you want, you can copy my settings, but I suggest you make it your own. Then we have to position it wherever we would like it. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller and put it down here. Okay, so I position it to my liking. Now we're gonna add an animation. You can go the route of adding a preset animation from here. I would recommend mini zoom and set the duration to 0.2. But for this tutorial, we're not gonna use preset animations. We're gonna make our own with keyframes. So let's scroll down to here to transform, add a keyframe, then go 5 frames to the right with the right arrow key and add another one. Then go back to the first one and set the scale to 90. Then I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit and then press here to show keyframe animation. After that, I press this arrow, then right click this keyframe, press graphs, and then you can choose from all of these different animations. For my videos, I choose cubic out. Then you're done here. You can go ahead and press hide keyframe animation. All you need to do now is match the words that you're saying throughout the whole video. I suggest only like maximum 4 words per line so it's easier to read. So let's say, for example, I said welcome, and then I want to add whatever I say next. All you have to do is press here to delete what's right, then copy this and paste it over here. So now the keyframe animation and all of the text effects are copied. Then you can just type in whatever you're saying next and repeat this for the rest of the video. Okay, so now I'm done. But the thing is, we can see like a large portion of this is I'm not talking and the text is still on screen. What you can do is make it shorter and add like a fade out animation. I usually put it at like 0.2 seconds. And that's basically all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and this is the final result. Welcome to this test. The purpose of this test is to show you how to make subtitles. So yeah. Hello, villager. Yeah. Here is everything that you need. First of all is the flashback mod, which will allow you to take easier screenshots. Then you have the feather shot mod, which takes 4K screenshots. Usually screenshots are like 1080p, but this bypasses that. Then you have Photopea, which is a free version of Photoshop. And at the end we have
thumbs up TV, which I'm gonna show you later what it does. Alright, so first of all, open your Minecraft launcher. I use Prism launcher, but you can use whatever you want. Find your mod folder, install those 2 mods and drop them in here. Then just launch the game. Once the game has loaded in, you can just go to a single player world and then join in. And once you've found a place you like, you can start building your prop. In my case, I'm just gonna build like a mini green screen. Okay, cool. So now just sit in your position and then press start recording. Then once you're done, you can just push finish recording, save replay, and then save and quit the title. Then open the flashback icon and press open replay. Okay, now we're in. What I advise you to do first is to disable render name tags, then go over to options and turn your FOV to 30. Then I usually turn on rule of thirds guide to help me with the screenshot. Then once you've found your position, optionally you can go over here to options, video settings, and shader packs and turn on a shader. I will have one link down below. But in my case, my thumbnails usually are pretty simple and don't require any shaders. First of all, we're gonna take a screenshot only of the player. So we're gonna disable blocks, disable particles, and disable entities. Then press F9 because that's the 4K screenshot. And now we're gonna do the opposite and take a screenshot only of the background. And that's basically all you need to do here. You can just save and quit the title and then quit game. Then find your screenshots folder, put the background in first and then the character. Then go over to the magic wand and press the blue sky and then just delete it. So now you have 2 separate layers to do whatever you want with, just like that. First thing I usually do is delete the sky and add a nicer one. Thankfully, Cosmic Creators has a lot of backgrounds to choose from and a lot of other assets. So we're just gonna choose this one and save it. Hey, go ahead and drag it in, make it bigger and drag it behind it. Cool. Now we're gonna color grade it. So just go select your layer, go to image, adjustments, and then just mess around with these sliders till you think it looks good. Usually I increase the brightness, contrast, and vibrance. Then do the same for the player. And the last step obviously is our text. So we're just gonna go over here to the text tool and then drag it like here and press green screen. Then go ahead and select it, press here, then go and make it bigger. Choose whatever font you want. I choose Minecraft 10. To download it, you can just search Minecraft 10 font online and then just grab it from here. Once it's downloaded, you can just go over to load font and find wherever it's saved and just press it and then you're done. Now I have my text, but it looks pretty bad. What I usually do is go over to the text and then paragraph, then auto leading and put to 90. So now you can see it contract a little bit. Then what I do is go over to here, the blending options, drop shadow, and copy my settings. I find that these settings are pretty good, but you can choose whatever you want. Just experiment with it. But this still kind of looks weird. Why? Because we haven't made it the perspective of the green screen. And how I usually do this is by disabling all of these, making it bigger, then exporting it, unhide all of these besides the text, drag it in, and now you have an image. Then what you can do to match the perspective of the green screen is to go here and unlink this, and now you can choose whatever perspective you want. So I'm just gonna match it to the green screen. Now you're basically done. You can add more effects to the player or to the background if you want, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. But now we're gonna export it. First of all, I'm gonna go over here to image size and make sure it's 1280 by 720p because this is the image size of a thumbnail on YouTube. Then click OK, go over here to file, export as PNG, save. Then go over here to this website, drag it in, and then put your title in, and then boom, you can see how it look on YouTube right here.
All you need for this tutorial is Celtop's new NPC mod and Photo-P. Also make sure to use the Fabrishot mod for 4K screenshots. So just install the mod and launch the game. Then just join a random world and grab the NPC wand. For this tutorial, I'm just gonna go high up and also gonna give myself a barrier block. Now you're just gonna go over to NPC wand and right click. Then go change your skin. I already have mine presetted, but you can just open the skin folder and drag it in from there. Then go over here to type. If you have a normal like wide Minecraft skin, you don't have to change anything, but I have a slim player one, so I'm just gonna do that. And then you just go over here to finalize. Boom, now you have your NPC right here. So for my profile picture and banner, I made it do a custom pose. So here's how to do that. Go over here to the pose tab, and then you have all of these options right here. Just mess around with them till you think it looks good. And then once you're done, just press finalize. So here's my pose. Then what you have to do is go over to here, options, FOV 30, press F1, and then just position your character however you want it and just press F2. Then just find your screenshot and put it into Photo-P. Now I'm gonna use the magic wand to mask out the player. I think this is good, so now I'm just gonna hit delete, and now only the character will remain. Then just style it however you want it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of brightness and contrast, and then add a slight shadow. Then go to canvas size and press 500 by 500. This is the profile picture aspect ratio. Then just scale this all the way down. Then just add whatever background you want. I'm just gonna add this solid color. So press Shift Control Alt N to add a new layer, put it behind that, and then just put the background in. Perfect. And now you have a logo. So just go over here to export as PNG and save it. Now I'm gonna show you how to make the banner. So just go over here to the history before you change the canvas size and press here. Go search up on Google YouTube banner size and take this and copy it, then place it here and change the canvas size to 2560 by 1440 and then press OK. Boom.
boom, then just scale the character, and now you can see this is where you want the banner to fit in. So I'm just gonna go over to this layer and just lower the opacity to like 30 to still see the canvas a little bit, but also see the background. Then press Control, Shift, Alt, and N again to add a new layer, and then of course add my background again. And then in the banner, you can add whatever you want. For this tutorial, I'm just going to add some text. So just add the text, put it to whatever font, size, and color you want. Maybe add a glow to it. Then once you're done, just hide this layer so you can see how your banner will look like. I think this looks perfect. All you need for this tutorial is OBS Studio and Flashback mod. So once you've launched Minecraft, go into a single player world. I choose this spot right here. You got to press start recording and then just do whatever you want in your scene. Once you're done, just press finish recording, save replay, save and quit the title, go over here to the flashback icon and just load up your replay. Once you load it in, I usually go to options and go to FOV 30. Then I press play and see wherever I want my player to end up in. You can use the center guide or the rule of thirds guide to help you put in the center. What I did in this scene is that I put my camera in a way that at the start you can see the player, but then he comes in frame and then leaves. That way the video can loop and make for a good live stream scene. Then I just add element, put a camera, and then go all the way to the end and put a camera again. Then what I do is press here to render sky and turn it off, and then go over here to render name tags and turn it off as well. And also, if you see something in the background like this that you don't want, you can just go over here to override fog and then mess with the end slider until it isn't there anymore. Then go over here to export video and then copy my settings, transparent sky, MOV, and then QuickTime. This way the video will turn out with a transparent background, and then just press start export. Now go over to whatever editing software you want. I'm gonna use CapCut, and then just drag your footage in. After that, you're gonna go make a background for this. I'm gonna use Photopea, which is a free Photoshop. Just go over here to new project, select 1920 by 1080, then create. Then choose whatever background you want. I'm just gonna use a solid color and paint bucket in. Then you're gonna add some text for whatever scene you want. I'm gonna choose be right back. So you're just gonna style it however you want to. Okay, mine is done. Then just go over here to file, export as PNG, and save. Then just drag the background in. Put it behind the video and drag it all the way to the end so it covers the whole video. And that's basically it. That's how I did my live stream scene. Then just export the video. Make sure to copy these settings and just press export. Then go over to OBS, add a scene, then add a source and go over to media source. Go to browse and find your video, press loop, and then set OK. Then just grab it and crop it however you want to. So I'm just gonna make this fit the whole screen. And that's basically it. Now you have a custom Minecraft live stream scene. All you need for this tutorial is OBS Studio, the Stream Elements website, and the Flashback mod. You also need Shutter Encoder. So once you've installed the Flashback mod and put it in your instance, you're gonna go ahead and launch the game. Then go ahead and join a random world, press start recording, and then go ahead and do whatever you want. Then once you're done, press finish recording and save your replay. Then go save and quit the title, go over to the flashback icon and open the replay. Once you're here, you're gonna copy what I do, turn off render name tags, go over to FOV 30, then go ahead and render blocks off, particles off. Then you can use the rule of thirds guides and the center guide to help you frame the shot. So let me see. If for example you have like a sheep or something in your shot, you can turn off the entities, but since I have diamonds floating around, I can't do that. So I can just go over here and right click and then set hide during export. Okay, so I like how this looks. So then go over to file, export video, then copy my settings, transparent sky, click MOV, click QuickTime, use maximum bitrate, and start your export. Once it's done, you can close the game. So then go ahead and drag your MOV file into the Shutter Encoder. Now go ahead and scroll to VP9 and make sure it's going to WebM. Then go over to advanced features and press enable alpha channel. Then just click start function. Okay, so now it's done, so I just renamed it to WebM. Now go ahead to streamelements.com and sign in. Press dashboard, go over to streaming tools and overlays. I already have chat and alerts set up, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Just press new overlay, then press add widget, alerts, and alert box. I'm only going to show you how to do the subscriber alert because it's the same process for each one. So go over to this icon and here you can customize everything. So go ahead and click set video. For me it's change video because I already have one. Then press upload, select files, grab your WebM file and open it. And then you can customize the sound and text and everything, but I'm not going to show you how to do that. You can just try it out yourself. Once you're done, go click save and then copy the overlay URL. Once you're in OBS, go ahead and click plus, then go over to browser, name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it alert and copy my settings. By that I mean put 1920 by 1080 and then paste your link in here. Then just press OK. And if we go back to Stream Elements, we can emulate what it would look like. So go ahead and press subscriber event and you can see now in the OBS what it looks like, and also in here as well. Once you position it how you like it, you can just copy it and paste it in all your scenes. Also make sure that the alert source is always at the top. And that's it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.